A lone man stands in the frozen wasteland of the Arctic. No food, no rescue, no hope, but he's not giving up. When a helicopter crashes during a rescue attempt, he's no longer just surviving for himself. He's fighting for someone else's life too. What would you do if each step forward could be your last?
In the heart of the Arctic, a man named Overgård has been stranded after his plane crashed. Surrounded by snow, ice, and silence, he follows a strict survival routine. Every day, he wakes up at the same time. He checks the fishing lines. He maps out the terrain, and he sends out signals using a hand-cranked transmitter, hoping someone somewhere might hear him. He's been here for weeks. Food is scarce. Shelter is minimal, just the remains of his wrecked plane. The cold is unforgiving, but Overgård is disciplined. He's holding on barely. Then one day, his radio finally picks up a sound. A rescue helicopter peers through the blizzard. Overgård waves his arms in desperation. The winds are too strong. The chopper spins, shakes, and crashes into the ice. Overgård rushes through the storm. He finds the pilot dead, but in the wreckage, a woman is still alive. Unconscious, bleeding, weak. Now, it's not just about his own survival. He has to save her too. The stakes have changed.
The woman doesn't wake. Her injuries are severe. A deep wound on her stomach, and she's burning with fever. Overgård tends to her the best he can. He uses his supplies, bandages, food, anything he has left. He even shelters her in the plane. But each hour she grows weaker. If they stay here, she'll die. If they move, she might not survive the journey. Overgård studies his map. There's a possible research station marked many kilometers away, but the route is brutal, through snow-covered cliffs and deep crevasses. He hesitates, but then she moans in pain. There's no choice. He builds a sled using wreckage. He wraps the woman in blankets. He straps her down gently. And then he begins to walk. One man pulling a woman through the Arctic hell. No snowmobile, no GPS, only faith, willpower, and frozen hope.
The journey is torture. The snow is blinding. The wind is slicing. His muscles scream with every pull. The woman drifts in and out of consciousness. Sometimes she moans. Sometimes she's silent. He checks her pulse constantly. One day, a polar bear appears. Massive, hungry, close. Overgård hides behind rocks, holding his breath. The beast sniffs around, but the wind shifts and the bear turns away. Barely escaped. Another day, he falls through thin ice. Water rushes in, freezing his clothes. He climbs out, teeth chattering, and somehow he keeps going. He drops to his knees from exhaustion, looks at her face. She's still breathing. He whispers, "Just hold on. I've got you." No one hears, but he walks again.
The supplies run out. No food, no firewood, only cold wind and the sound of dragging. The woman stops responding. Overgård shakes her gently. Still breathing, but fading. He cries for the first time, alone in the snow. A tear freezes on his face. He finds a cave to rest, but inside, the cold is worse. He wraps them both together, whispers stories to keep her alive, memories, dreams. They share one final granola bar, half each. Overgård begins hallucinating, his body weak, his legs numb. He sees a light in the distance. But is it real? He stumbles out of the cave the next morning, with one last surge of strength. He pulls the sled up a ridge. Then, the sound. A helicopter.
He waves his arms like a madman, screams into the wind. The chopper turns, spots them. It hovers above. A rescuer descends on a rope. Overgård collapses. The woman is lifted first, then him. As the helicopter rises, he looks down at the endless white. He did it, not just for himself, but for her, for life, for love, for the will to not give up.
Arctic isn't just a survival story. It's a story of courage, of humanity in its rawest form. Overgård could have given up, but he didn't. Because sometimes, saving someone else is what keeps you alive.